and we didn't have no Costco. So,
we had Food Baloo.
Boobaloo.
Bruh, look, we were so ghetto. We used to call it food value. It was Food Baloo.
Ain't no E on that, bro. That's Baloo. That's Food Baloo.
Hey,
Imagine trying to
Sean,
pull.
look, Sean, it was so bad. Sean was so bad because my younger sister used to work there, and Crystal used to sit there and she would call it value, and my older sister would joke and be like, "Crystal's Food Baloo." It's value, Kendrick. They would argue about that mess.
How you hating on my tools like you got a better hand? You obsessed. Forget a hater, you make a better fan.
And here we are.
To the show.
This is But Peep This podcast.
People, another week. We got the man, the myth, the legend, Stephen M. And the M stands for married.
Absolutely. Congratulations, Steve, for being back to the show. Welcome back. Newly married man.
Ring check.
Hey, yeah, and also we also still loving that baked chicken though, which was at the wedding.
Listen, you can love the baked chicken all you want. It ain't replacing shit at Thanksgiving. All I'm
gonna say is it made its appearance at the wedding. Lionel was thoroughly laughed. He thoroughly enjoyed that.
I just want you to know, Steve, whenever we start doing merchandise, our first merchandise is going to be in honor of you. Just so you know.
Okay.
Just so you know.
So we actually, that's actually what I'm probably going to end up doing tomorrow. So Sean, you see me the logo. I'm gonna just go on custom ink.
Okay, yeah.
And just design one. If folks want one, they just order one.
There you go. And we'll have that.
NIL merch, baby. NIL merch.
So before we start, Mr. Finn, I believe you owe me an apology. So let's go ahead and make that public.
The hell do I owe you an apology for?
I was gonna let it slide last week, but I'm not gonna let it slide no more.
Uh-oh.
You owe an apology to me and the Harris family. So go. I'm listening. I'm waiting.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Son, the floor is yours.
To the members of the Harris family. Every one of y'all that I have talked to. Every single one of y'all at some point in time told me that y'all could sing. And every time I asked y'all to sing a damn note, y'all said no. Y'all said there ain't no music. Y'all said I don't sing for the white man. That's what's the variety of the statements I've heard. However, I did, and just for the record, I did take that as y'all can't sing. However, on what was it October 15th? October 15th, 2022 at probably about 7 p.m. 7:30. I had mentioned this in my speech, and Lionel's mother pulled me aside and told me that I was wrong. That I was wrong. And I said, ma'am, with all due respect, I've asked them all to sing, and they haven't sang. Which she responded with, what? I was like, yes, ma'am, they do not, they don't sing. And she was like, well, they used to sing in the church. Like Lionel never led songs, but Hillary used to lead songs. Kim used to lead songs. And she was going on all this whole thing. And then she was like, no, but Lionel can sing. And in fact, he could sing. He's like, it's kind of like a baritone. And I was like, okay, I see that. And she's like, but he also can hit soprano. And I said, excuse the fuck out of me. I did in fact say that to your mom, by the way. You did in fact say that to your mom. And I said, you're kidding. And she's like, no, go see. And the song that was playing was Toto's Africa. And when I tell you that Lionel hit that high note, so because of Lionel, to the members of the Harris family, I have to apologize, because since Lionel can sing, I'm assuming the rest of you can sing. And your mom vouched for y'all, and y'all know how I feel about your mom. So, to the members of the Harris family, I do apologize. They can sing, and it's actually pretty damn good.
There you have it.
Now, Sean, I accept your apology, and we can move on from this. But I got a question for everybody else. Raise your hand if you did not know that my family was musical.
Yeah, I knew. When
I
you
knew.
first came over my house and you said you wanted to record a rap song, and I was like, what? I gotta hear this. And you were actually on beat and had some clever bars. Like,
Okay, I may or may
Can
not have had a ghostwriter for that verse.
Can you?
but you delivered. I'll give you that.
I may or may not have had a, you know, fun fact, Steve has a verse on that song too. I have no idea where it is.
I would like to point out. Can we get that song that you and Lionel have together so we can post that on the Facebook page?
No,
Since we're talking about Lionel rapping ability.
Hell no. No.
I just
No.
okay, Lionel. Look, I gave you the credit for singing.
No.
That took a lot.
Absolutely not.
You're not getting off that easy.
No. No.
I gave the apology like you asked me to.
Absolutely not.
But to be fair, it was his first song recorded and last song recorded.
So I mean, he gave you the EP, the one EP.
Even one EP that he gave us a single. He's literally he's Jay Electronica. We're gonna get like 2 more singles, and then we're gonna wait 10 years for Lionel to finally put out the damn Kuru album.
Well,
but the royalties gonna be nice though.
Oh yeah.
The royalties gonna be nice. All right, so since we got some seasoned football people on this show to this point, let's have a conversation I want to have. A conversation that if you've watched this show for longer than maybe 20 minutes. I think I might have brought it up in the first 20 minutes of the show. What do you think, Lionel? Like when we first started, did I say how profound my hate for Alabama is?
Oh my gosh.
Okay. I would like to call a meeting for the National Association of Black People on But Peep This podcast. I'd like to make a motion that we override Sean's want to talk about Alabama football on the podcast. May I get a second?
I'll second that.
I was about to say,
all in favor of us moving on from this Alabama football conversation, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed?
Aye.
2 against 1. You lose.
Carried. Moving on.
Fantastic. All I'm gonna say is that Alabama lost Tennessee. I am happy. Orange has always been my favorite color, but I am beyond excited.
You know
beyond
what,
excited.
Let's talk about it. You know what? Let's talk about it.
Oh,
let's not talk about it. Because Sean is literally just nut riding.
I'm right.
That's all it is.
And as I told them before this podcast started, I said, if Old Dominion, shout out Old Dominion, beat Alabama next week, I'd be coming in on this podcast in a blue bodysuit. Okay?
That's not
that's literally the definition of nut riding.
And it's fine, and I'll do it all day long.
Okay. Wait, who's your team, Sean? Like, who do you go for?
For college?
Yeah.
At this point, I don't know, to be honest with
Exactly.
you.
No, right.
I'm just kind of over it in general.
Exactly.
So basically, anyone who plays Alabama. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. So I got an idea, Sean.
What's your idea?
Let's play a game.
You want to play a game? Does it have to do with Alabama football?
Honor of Stephen M. We're gonna play it. And this game is gonna be one's gotta go.
Okay.
One's gotta go.
All right. I'm gonna show you a picture.
Oh, you'll show a picture.
Yes.
Oh boy.
And one of the 4 pictures that I show has to go forever.
Okay.
Okay. Are we ready?
Let's do it.
All right.
Oh man.
Oh wow.
This is an easy one. This is an easy one for me.
Chinese can go.
Chinese, yeah, they ain't really a thing on that one. That's pretty simple.
You think I'm gonna give up my roast con pollo or my chori pollo or my steak fajitas or my
The
chori
Chinese can
queso?
go.
No.
But something that if I eat too much of it, I'm gonna die.
The
I'm gonna
Chinese
blow
can
up
go.
the size of a balloon and die.
I'm gonna have to say Jamaican just for the simple fact that I haven't tried it yet, and I do
Man,
eat.
what?
I do eat Chinese.
Oh man, dude, you gotta try. I promise you, you try some Jamaican food and you will be like, man, that
Bruh.
Chinese food.
No, I have
Orange,
tried.
what?
Hey, bruh. You try that Jamaican food, you're gonna be like, man, where have I been in my whole life?
That good?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh
It's naturally spicy. Hold on, why is my thing doing this? Hold up, y'all.
I will say when I do try it, I'm not. I don't want to do jerk chicken. I want to go out. I want to go outside my comfort zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you will have to
Jamaican
pimp slide
food.
your way past jerk chicken.
All right, next one.
No, we were saying out of that list. Hold on, wait. Hold on. Since Deontay's standing right here. Okay, babe. One
Tell
of these
Deontay
has
to
to
hop his
go.
ass on.
He's about to leave. He's
Oh.
about to leave.
Yeah, Chinese food.
Yeah, Chinese food. Easy. Now wait, come here. I want you to look at the face of the man who said he's never had Jamaican food before.
Excuse me? What?
I haven't.
No curry goat,
He
no
said he has it.
oxtail.
Curry goat,
Granted.
oxtail.
Wait,
Oxtail.
Montgomery is not necessarily the culture capital of the South.
I mean, but y'all gotta have a Jamaican food place somewhere.
Wait. Oxtails are considered Jamaican?
Yeah.
Yeah, Chinese food can fucking go then. Never mind.
On to the next one, please.
Okay.
On to the next
I
one.
never knew
Honestly,
that. I never knew that.
this
Bruh.
one right here is a toss up between McDonald's and Subway.
Okay.
Actually, all of these can go, except
Okay.
Taco Bell.
Can you put the picture up?
It's up.
No, it's not.
I don't see it.
I'm like, what are you talking about?
It's still on the first one.
Yeah.
Still on the Chinese food,
Like,
bro. Like we doing games in honor of me. I never thought this would happen.
How about this?
Woo.
all right.
McDonald's. I don't even think that's real food to this day.
And the thing is like I would love to sit there and say McDonald's because like if I got rid of McDonald's, like I feel like my life would be better. I feel like in general I'd have a better life. However, with that being said, McDonald's has got me through some days where I ain't got shit money and I need to eat something. Or those days where I'm on my way home from work and I'm super hungry and I can't wait until I get home to cook. So I got to stop and get me a hot and spicy McChicken. So with that being said,
Okay.
So with that being said, I'm going to say KFC.
KFC.
There's one KFC in the whole country that hits. All the other ones are trash.
And off of that,
KFC I'm talking about.
Right.
KFC on 80, right across from Walmart in Selma.
Yep.
Wow.
That's the only KFC in the country.
Hey, Nada, you wonder why it slapped? Because it's near a trap house.
listen, KFC, they can say 11 herbs and spices all they want. It's dirt.
Bruh.
It's dirt.
Hey,
Sean,
cool.
you just don't know flavor.
Wait, so you
I don't
telling
know
me
flavor.
you telling me you prefer KFC over that fake freaking got it out of a tube meat Taco Bell?
Got out of a tube Taco Bell.
Have you ever seen how Taco Bell meat is made?
Dude, you can show me how Taco Bell meat's made. I'm still gonna fucking eat it.
Listen, Sean
we
still
went
eats Chick-fil-A.
Oh heck!
Hey,
no,
now wait a minute.
Hold on.
Time out.
Wait a minute. We can't do cereal, bro. I eat all those.
We doing cereal,
I
bro.
promise you.
I eat all those.
We're doing cereal, bro.
Every
Okay,
single one.
but, if one had to go for me, Lucky Charms, man.
Okay, so it's funny because I was gonna be like, all right, I feel like this is gonna make me really old as an answer, but nah, for me it's Lucky Charms too, because like, and here's my defense behind it: the other ones, all that hard shit has flavor. What is that?
Like what do you call the pieces of the cereal? See, first of all, my answer is Lucky Charms too.
All right,
Mine-
okay.
what do you call the other pieces of cereal that aren't the charms?
Oats.
It's literally just oats.
That shit is gross.
Each one of those is one single oat that they condense and put under heat and then just meld, and then they put it into these weird.
Bruh. I think the four of us possibly. I'm not trying to overhype it, but I think the four of us possibly could have did a much better job with the food administration than Michelle Obama did.
Listen,
Yeah,
That is a hell of a statement. However, I'm not gonna disagree with you on that one.
okay, here we go. Hypothetical. Take Lucky Charms off the board. Okay.
take Lucky Charms off the board.
Now which one?
Okay.
Apple Jacks.
Got to be Apple Jacks.
Nah, I fuck with Apple Jacks. For me,
Nah. Frosted Flakes.
For me, it'd be fruit.
Frosted Flakes.
Frosted Flakes.
That junk get too sour, get too quick.
You better hurry your ass up then. Damn.
Bro, Frosted Flakes was there for us when we didn't have a dime, bro. We all listen. Food value, so the great value of Frosted Flakes was called Frosted Flakes.
That's what I was going to say. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. The Frosted Flakes here is not the Frosted Flakes you're talking about.
I'm gonna say this. Okay, so I'm gonna say this. I didn't get name brand Frosted Flakes going up. I got frosted corn something. My mama always went for the generic of the generic brand cereal. Look. And when we asked her why, she said, "This costs $150. That mess you looking at costs $450. What we gonna get? This generic of generic $150. You gonna eat it."
His mama sounds just like that. Like that.
Look, bro, I can't say Frosted Flakes because before Frosted Flakes, when it was Corn Flakes, and I was begging God to give me flavor in my cereal and stop me from having to cut bananas and put it in there.
Okay.
Bro,
and then Frosted Flakes touched the shelves, and I never looked back.
Hold up. Maybe this was just in the Harris household, but cool. You didn't put like actual sugar in your corn flakes,
bro. I could have put a whole bag of sugar in those things, and it wouldn't have made a difference.
You got a point.
Like, the sugar would just go down to the bottom of the milk and just be sitting at the bottom of the bowl, bro.
Lying dormant and stuff.
My mom used to buy the Frosted Flakes. The bag was so big you had to throw it over your shoulder, bro.
Like it's damn dog food. Like
it's a bag. Imagine trying to pour.
And we didn't have no Costco.
We had Food Baloo.
What?
Bruh, look, we were so ghetto. We used to call it food value. It was Food Baloo.
Ain't no E on that, bro. That's Baloo. That's Food Baloo.
Baloo.
Imagine trying to pour.
Look, Sean, it was so bad. Sean was so bad because my younger sister used to work there, and Crystal used to sit there and she would call it value, and my older sister would joke with it, be like, "Crystal, it's Food Baloo." It's value, Kendrick. They would argue about that mess.
What does VALU spell, Sean?
Baloo.
But
I will say in the grocery store, man, they brainwash into saying that's value. Bro, can't make fun of that product.
The grocery store community get away with so much misspelling. Like, I don't feel like that's fair.
Bro, we can have a whole podcast just about the shit in Marion alone. Like Fred's, I ain't seen a Fred nowhere else in the United States, bro.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I think because I remember Lionel, like when I first came up there, he was like, "Yeah, Fred, you can see these other places." Where? I've never seen it, never.
Listen, there will be no. Hello. There will be no Fred slander
before we
on
had
this podcast.
Before we had Family Dollar and Dollar General, it was bargain time.
Bargain time.
Bargain time, baby. Hey, and Jitney Jungle.
Not Piggly Wiggly.
Jitney Jungle.
Wait, time out.
Son, I can't make this up, bro.
Okay, I can't make this up, bro.
What did you just say?
Jitney Jungle.
Jitney, Jitney.
Yeah.
My grandmother, God rest her soul, would walk from her house to Jitney Jungle every Saturday to get us the same meal. Same meal.
Is Jitney a place?
Hold on, Sean. I got you.
Please tell me
got you,
Jitney's
Sean.
a place.
Sean, I got you.
It's built like a Piggly Wiggly, but it was called Jitney Jungle.
Jitney Jungle.
Jitney Jungle.
It was built like a Winn-Dixie.
Yeah, there you go. That's a better, there you go, comparison.
Yeah, hold up.
What is copyright?
They didn't copyrighted that mess? What?
Jitney Jungle.
Oh,
I gotta move
bro.
I gotta move the thing out the way for that. Oh, my word.
It's a real thing, son.
They show it. Oh, because it's owned by Winn-Dixie. That's why. Winn-Dixie owns it. Jitney Jungle?
But our town was so goddamn poor, we had to get the little brother.
Yeah.
The little brother.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't getting no Winn-Dixie. Y'all get this Jitney Jungle and shut the hell up.
Jitney Jungle.
Yeah.
Oh,
Then when
yeah,
they bought the
nobody-
Jitney Jungle, that was like, I guess y'all can get a Winn-Dixie. Bro,
I guess
I'm about to end your whole career. Movie gallery.
Yeah.
Yep. Movie gallery, not Blockbuster.
Not Blockbuster. Not even Redbox. Movie gallery.
Movie gallery. Listen, and if you was on a Friday night, if Pops was really balling, he wouldn't get the 3-day rental. He'll get the 5-day rental. That's a whole nother color, bro.
With
And
the
still
video
forget
games
to
to go
take
with
that.
it. With the video games to go with it.
Yeah, bro, they sold
In the Nintendo
they
64 rental? Bro, Dad rented us No Mercy. And we took an old Nintendo game that was black, scraped the sticker off, and put the No Mercy sticker on that, and sent that whole back, and we had No Mercy. I tell you exactly what game we okie doked them with. Tom Clancy Rainbow Six. We okie doked the fuck out of movie gallery with that.
and they never had a clue.
Never had a clue.
Now, I'm gonna take you even further back, bro, because I want to know what was the purpose of this store even being in our town. Radio Shack, bro.
Yo, Radio Shack. Oh, hold on. So growing up in a different area than y'all grew up, yo, Radio Shack is in the South like crazy, which is crazy when you think about it, because when you think about the South, a lot of people don't know how to use computers. So what the fuck are y'all buying at Radio Shack?
The crazy thing about it was Radio Shack didn't sell shit. It was just there.
Bro, they sold electronics and none of them was radios.
Right.
You could go get a karaoke machine, but you couldn't find a damn boombox.
You know what they sold more than anything? If there was 200 items in the store, 130 of them was home phones.
Yep.
Yeah.
Home phones.
Hey,
and of the 130 home phones, 80 of them were track phones with minutes on them.
Exactly.
Man, what?
Yes.
Yo.
Exactly.
And you know what my family used to go there for? Freaking batteries. Batteries.
Hey, cool. Duracell, Energizer, or the off-brand?
The off-brand, bro.
Brand.
The big fat ones that you needed for the remote control cars. That was the only place that sold them, bro.
Bro, watch me put Cool on the spot real quick. Y'all ready?
Oh, God.
Hey, Cool.
Oh, God.
From the year 2001 to the year 2008.
Okay.
Look at me.
I'm looking.
How many Beyblades did you own? Oh, let it rip.
I had a new one every month, bro.
Every month?
In fact, every week, because we would break them. Because look, bro, it was so crazy growing up where we grew up. We would take Beyblades, and they would take us to the freaking playground at school, and it was this merry-go-round that was kind of like a funnel-shaped thing, and it was a big hole at the bottom of it. And literally, whoever Beyblades hit the other one first and knocked the piece out, I was like, okay, I won.
Bro,
and
they used to play pinks with Beyblades, bro. If my Beyblade hit your Beyblade and it start running, I get your Beyblade.
Yep.
Bro, they used to be in the bathroom, bro.
Y'all remember the ATS bathroom, like 4th through 6th grade. The sink was Battle Arena.
Yep.
Can Can I stay on Beyblades for a second? But can I put out a But Peep This disclaimer that I'm pretty sure y'all will agree with?
Hold on. Random disclaimer.
Okay. This goes out to all of the teachers over the age of 35.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, actually, teachers over the age of 19, because I think all y'all need to hear this shit. You ready?
Uh-huh.
All right.
Stop taking these kids Beyblades, please. Like, listen.
Wait, hold up.
Listen.
Time out. Kids are still using Beyblades?
Beyblades?
Oh, y'all didn't know that?
No.
Yo, middle school
What?
still filled with, yeah, man.
I thought they were still stuck on fidget spinners.
They are
That's
too.
what I
They
thought,
have
man.
them all.
Bro, listen.
But however, here's the thing. This is what I need people, and really, you could replace Beyblades with like any kind of toy. Because I've taught middle school before. Let middle schoolers be elementary schoolers if they want to. Don't force them to have to sit there like to fit your grown up thing. Let them play with the fucking Beyblades, please.
Hey, can we go get
Can I
Beyblades?
just hold on, Lionel, real quick, bro? Cause I got a bone to pick, bro. I think she passed away now. Rest her soul, but she still wasn't worth a damn. Miss Evans, I want my Yu-Gi-Oh cards back, bro.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Hold up. I was just about to go there because I'm gonna tell you something. These teachers, bro, I don't care what nobody said. These PE teachers were collecting Yu-Gi-Oh cards, man.
I
Bro,
promise it was.
Listen,
I
Coach
promise you
Bedell,
it was.
Coach
Yes.
Bedell,
Yes.
bro.
my Darian Williams. I hope he listened to this because bro came to school, right? You know those big CD books, Sean?
Yeah.
Like they can hold like 100
yeah.
4 CDs on. Bro had a CD book that was specially made for all of his Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yep.
Bro had to have, I mean, what he had, like 10 on the page, had like at least 1,000 Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Bro.
Coach Bedell said, "Hey, let me get that." Took a whole collection, bro. Like, come on, man, you take the man collection here.
Hold on. Speaking of Coach Bedell, I like Coach Bedell, but you ain't worth a damn for this reason. You should be in jail for making us do the wall jumps just for talking in class, bro.
Wall jump?
Promise you.
Okay,
It's a
Sean.
gym,
Wall
bro.
jumps.
What are we
You
gonna
jump
do?
up,
It's a jam.
keep your hands on the wall. You jump up
Well,
and you come down and you squat.
And you do that until he says stop. And 9 times out of 10, he forgets you're even over there. So
he forgets. You know why he forgot?
Okay.
You know
all
why he
right, hold on.
forgot? You know, cool. This is why he forgot. Because he had a crush on Miss C. Harris. And Miss C. Harris used to
Yes,
walk
bro.
right by him. And he'd be like,
Oh,
oh, look at all that. Oh, hey, Miss C. Harris.
Listen,
Bro.
and then he called us getting clever and holding us accountable and like, hey, go count his wall jumpers. Bro, we're not finna count these wall jumpers. I'm finna just start counting the 50, bro.
You know what everybody did? As soon as he turned his head, bro, we stopped it. My legs feel like jello. I did about 199 of these motherfuckers, and you ain't told me to stop yet.
Bro,
He
I
almost
remember.
over with. Let me
He had
breathe.
fucking, who did he have on the wall? He had Kiki or D. No, he had Didi on the wall. Didi Bates on the wall. And he was like, Lana, count here. He got 100. Man, Didi looked at me, looked at Didi. I said, hey, bro, it looked like you on 25 already. Bro, he did a wall jump. He hopped up. I'm counting in 5, 25, 30. Wall jump. I was like, hey, coach, he done. Motherfucker put me on the wall. That motherfucker can't be through. Then Didi, I'm on the wall doing my 100. Didi count for me. That motherfucker counted every single one of them bitches too. Like, bro,
I cut you some slack.
He said, I ain't finna go back on the wall for you, bro.
Man, what? Come on.
remember?
But yeah, I wanted to make that aside for all them what you think you strict ass teachers out there. Y'all just assholes. Let the kids play. Like if they playing while you talking, that's different. But like if you're at lunch, let them fucking play. Let them
United
play.
States of America.
Jeez.
I don't know when y'all started this in school systems. Stop telling these damn kids to turn their phones off when they get to school. When you see how the culture is in the United States.
Besides how large of a liability that is.
Yeah.
Like you and also I'm also gonna say this. That's a very white person mentality to do some kind of shit like that. Because like,
yeah,
Do you know how many of like parents I haven't been able to contact in my career? Like
Yep,
what?
that's crazy.
Nah, that ain't no way. Y'all wow. Any school that does that is trash. I ain't even gonna lie.
Let me ask you a
Bro,
question. I don't know, like I know it happened in the 5-3 PC, but in your school, right? I'm talking about your early years, like kindergarten to 6th grade. Did teachers used to take your PE away as a punishment?
Mr. freaking West. Oh my God. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Hold
Yes. Hold on.
got me
Hold on.
sitting
Cool,
here writing
cool.
word
Hold
for
on.
word out
Hold
of
on.
a
Hold on.
history book.
Hold on. Cool. You triggered, man. That man triggered you.
Bro, you know how many times I had to sit in class during PE just to copy and paste by hand with a pencil something, and he would take the pages and throw them straight in the trash. I just wrote 50 pages of history and you just threw it in the trash. Like, fuck it. Good job.
Mr. West loved me. I ain't never did no work in his class, bro. Ever.
Man, I was sitting in the front, bro. Oh my class.
Trying to pay attention.
I remember Mr. West class had the best Christmas song in the 6th grade assembly for December.
Yeah,
That I ain't
I'll
think
give
that
him
was
that.
fair.
I'll
But
give him that.
because my class was lame,
Yeah.
Mick Connor let us do.
And since we on the topic, and I'm already triggered, this is to you, Francis Marion.
Oh God.
What the hell were y'all thinking whenever there was a tornado warning? Oh, let's just put them in the hallway and tell them to bend over and put a book over their head. No,
Hey,
we're not gonna send them home.
full
That's too
disclosure,
inconvenient.
I was never like I always was looking at butts. Like, bro, come on now.
They would literally tell us to go in the hallway with a book,
Hey,
put it over your head.
I got cool.
and just,
I got two things here. I got two
Man.
things here. Number one, who brought the skillet on Francis campus? That's number one. Who in the world brought the skillet? That's the first question.
The
So y'all
skillet?
can answer that a little bit later. Cool. The second part, this goes to the University of Alabama. Going back to my sophomore year, we had snow everywhere. The president didn't let us out of school until 2 people died. Literally, 2 people
Wow.
died. And then she gonna say, due to an unfortunate car crash, and we lost like 4 of our students, we're letting everybody home early. It took death. That's still home. Yes.
Son,
Jeez.
I think Spring Hill got it beat.
Jeez.
How many
But,
concussions did we have that day? Like, I mean, I know of at least 3 people in my hall that went out in the snow. Bam! Concussion. Bam!
Hey,
It was
hey,
snowing.
hey,
Bam!
It was raining.
seriously, but cool. Lionel, who brought the skillet to Francis Marion? For real though,
Hey,
who
I
brought
don't
the
know, man.
skillet?
Them young bucks, man.
What
They was
skillet? Wait,
wilding,
what
bro.
skillet are we talking
There
about?
was a big fight at our high school, and somebody brought a
No,
cat.
call it what it was, Lionel, because it's still on YouTube to this day. It was a riot. Our town is
No,
so
no, no, no.
small.
We're talking about two
that
totally
when
different
that many
things.
people got together, they called it a riot.
We're talking about two totally different things. Two totally different things.
Oh, that was a different situation?
Different situation.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
I don't understand what the skillet has to do with the fight. Did somebody get hit with the skillet?
Somebody
Oh, well, all right.
swinging a
Bro,
skillet at
somebody
somebody.
brought a seasoned cast iron skillet.
And it was an adult
Cast
fighting
iron.
kids. An adult.
Oh, it was an adult fighting kids? Yeah, look, I'm not
It
gonna
was pretty much
say
2 families.
I'm not gonna say which school I worked for that this happened at, but I did hear about this happening at one of the schools that I worked at, either past or present. Apparently a parent like just walked in the cafeteria and started beating the shit out of a kid. And I just like it was bad. It was real bad.
No, Sean, this for you with this skillet. And the reason why I got to talk about it is one of the girls that used to attend my childhood church was in that fight. This is how I know this. So apparently, the whole class that was involved in that ended up at the Perry County Jail, like at the Marion Jail, and they were right there. And like the parents were all there, like freaking out because like they had their kids behind bars, and the police is sitting there with their hands up like, we don't know how to control these kids.
We already didn't have but like 4 officers, bro.
Oh,
That was
did
too
I
much.
tell y'all the story of
That was too much.
when I caught 2 teachers fucking?
No.
What? What? Hold on, what?
I ain't heard the story. Yo, that's crazy.
Oh my gosh, what?
This was at Francis?
What? Oh God, what?
And especially, I also want to say, hold on, before you do this, real quick.
Serious update.
Is this being something I haven't like that I'm not like surprised by? And I just have a question to all the teachers out there that you have done this. As a teacher, number one, where do you find time? Number one. Number two, why do you trust anybody in your school enough to let you get away with that? Are you kidding me?
So,
Yo, that's
Here we go.
crazy.
Here we go. Disclaimer, Sean. Give me the disclaimer.
There we go.
Random disclaimer.
There you go.
I am not responsible if anybody who's listening to this podcast knows the 2 teachers that I'm talking about.
I definitely
Nah.
There are
don't.
probably 3 people in this whole world, and Kendall Stedman is one of them.
Oh, we got our first and last name on here. Lord of mercy.
Kendall is one of them. Because I told Kendall, and Kendall didn't believe me. Actually, Kendall and Lance, no, but they didn't believe me. But
Hold on.
Lance, congratulations,
work-
Lance is expecting. I don't know if you know
Did
that.
did they work? Did they work for robotics? Were they on the robotics?
Yes, they did.
Oh my gosh.
This was after you graduated.
Oh,
That's-
I think I know who they are. I think I know who they are.
So, Steve, so we started robotics. I was a 10th grader when we started the robotics thing. So the first year we did it, Steve was captain because he was the only senior. And then when he graduated, it was me, 10, 11, 12, right? So Steve gone. I'm doing all this by myself, literally everything.
Yeah.
Me, Kendall, Lant, Carrigan, Turner, right? The 4 of us.
And
did
Raheem
everything.
mustache stuff.
Raheem didn't do nothing.
Okay.
But preach that hotep shit that he's still preaching now. Anyway, talking about almond milk and shit. Anyway,
Haven't I had a conversation with Raheem before? That name
Oh,
sounds
okay.
familiar. And I was just saying that. Have I had a
listen,
conversation
yes,
with Raheem?
you may have.
I think I have.
Side note, Raheem inboxed me one day. He was like, Lionel, I just realized that America is all funded. It's all for the rich people. At the end of the day, everything is done to keep the rich people rich and the poor people poor. And I responded, ... Yeah, that's called capitalism.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
Like, bro, it took you to college to learn that? But anyway, so
Oh boy.
we Steve is gone. We doing a fall competition and a spring competition. So this is my first season captaining, and 4 of us did all the work.
Okay.
And, so we had a functioning robot.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all built.
that I
Oh,
programmed.
was this the year that y'all robot broke?
Yeah.
You
Well,
can say
somebody-
that.
Yeah.
So we staying at, here we go, Sean. I'm about to hit you with it. You don't know exactly where we went to Mobile. So the competition was at the Mitchell Center.
Oh boy.
But we were staying at that Drury Inn on
Yeah.
right over there by the Waffle House in the Denny.
Shout out Drury Inn.
So check me out. So the night before, like, we got pretty much 3 juniors, 2 sophomores, and everybody else like 7th and 8th graders. And these niggas ain't never been nowhere before. Neither have I, but I knew how to act. So we spending all our time rounding these guys up, and the teachers decided that they was gonna dip, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
So at this point, I'm like, all right, I'm fucking done with these motherfuckers. So I go up to the room. Me and Kendall, all the older guys. I think JT was there too. we go up and we turn on the football game. It's like, hey, yo, we just gonna zone out because we already got to do all the work tomorrow. So we watching a football game, just chilling. And then I walk outside and Mr. Hanhan was out there running his hand through his hair. And I'm like, what's wrong? And Miss Hanhan,
I know what the first one is. That's crazy.
And she got like a bandage on her butt. And so they like, going doing this and stuff. And I'm like, well, guys, what's wrong? The robot is broken. Okay. The robot is pretty much just plywood and PVC. Okay. It ain't nothing special. The motor is about that big. Okay. So it's like a toy car almost. So I'm sitting here and it's like, so you fell on a robot? And she was like, yeah, and I cut my butt real bad. And I'm like,
why
bro,
your pants?
If you would have fell on a robot and you was wearing clothes, you wouldn't have gotten cut. Y'all was having sex. And he was
on the
like,
robot.
how did you get that from that? And I was like, she wouldn't have gotten cut from PVC.
You're explaining this to them? Wait, am I missing?
You're
telling them this?
sex.
How did she get a cut on her butt from PVC if she was wearing clothes? But they got the robot in their hands. So I'm looking at the robot. I'm like, she had to be ass naked for this to actually hurt her. Because Sean, I don't think you understand how simple this machine was. Like, we say robot, but it was literally just a piece of plywood the size of a laptop, a motor the size of my fist, wheels about the size of this microphone, and all of that was like thin ass plywood and PVC. The whole robot may have weighed 4 pounds. We're talking about a as simple as a machine as you can get. And it cut you through your clothes? Nah, I don't believe it. And I was like, I'm telling. And ever since then, Miss Hun had it out for me. 4 years, bro. And look, nobody understood why. I always got attitude from this woman, even when I was doing nothing. I'm gonna give you a hint, cool. She taught special ed. You know what? What are the odds of her listening to this podcast?
Oh, I know who the guy is. That's
and then so everybody like what killed me was the robot broke, and everybody was blaming me.
Why'd they blame you? What'd you do?
I promise you.
Why the robot broke? Why you ain't fix it? What do?
I don't even know how it broke, but
I built the motherfucker. Like, I mean, what you?
Oh my god!
And then look, this was pissing me off the most. They joined in on the blame.
That's crazy.
You got to be a better teammate. And I'm like, bro, I can.
Oh,
that what she said to you? That's wild, bro.
Okay.
So much stuff happened at Friends, it ain't even funny.
Lionel,
yeah.
all I'm gonna say is that I kind of understand where that teacher's coming from. Now, keep it. No, wait, no.
Oh, okay. I want to hear this. Go ahead. Yeah, let me hear this.
Frustration. Oh, when you
there we go.
Man, look, man. Steve, I was not the talkative person being as I am now, and Lionel and Koo can attest to this. I kind of had to grow into who I am. So in high school,
I don't agree with that, but okay.
I kind of did have to grow into who I am for real. So I'll say this. So we was in Miss B's class. This was 11th grade. We was in Miss B's class.
All right, his phone must have died.
Oh, yep. Well, there went Steve.
Yeah, I remember that.
Hey, the Illuminati just shut Steve.
Truly. We've
son.
been exposing too much this episode.
No, it
Can
was
I
not.
hold on? Can I go back and tell a story real quick about how y'all was saying y'all pretty much like switched on the on the No Mercy?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so my family has been on the receiving end of that. Like but wait, let me explain what happened, because in my opinion, this is one of the absolute funniest stories that I have. So do y'all remember I'm laughing thinking about it. Do y'all remember when like PlayStation started to like do like music stuff, so they'd have like games that have like the microphone with it, like the American Idol game? Do y'all remember like seeing that?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Our hero and stuff.
yeah, exactly. So we got the American Idol game. We got it from Walmart. It was plastic wrapped, everything like that, like the whole nine, right? We bought the game, had a price tag on it, no problem. We bring it home, and my sister's like 7 at the time, like if that, right? And we give her, because she wanted the game, so we give her the game. She goes to say no. She comes back in the room with this like ridiculous stick. But it like starts playing with it, singing into it, and then my mom looks like, "Where did you get this stick?" It had like moss on it and shit. It was somebody had bought the game, took it home, took out the microphone, brought the box back, and the Walmart employees ate the box up with the stick inside that was roughly the same weight as the damn microphone in the box. So when we brought home, it was just a stick. And we couldn't even bring it back because they're not gonna believe that we opened the box and it was a stick. And before you could like record like on your phones and shit. So like they weren't gonna believe this story. So we just had to stick with it. We had to get like a microphone from somewhere else.
And y'all had to stick with it.
Like, listen, I still laugh my ass off at that story to this day, because I just remember my sister coming back in the room like, fucking stick. And my family just confused as shit. Like, where did you get this?
Man, that's crazy. The stuff we did when we were younger, bro.
I still want to whip your ass for driving all the way to Mississippi.
Hey.
You know what, Sean? Hold up, because it's something he left out of that conversation. About 2 weeks later, this nigga and the girl he was dating at the time called me again together and was like, "Hey, yeah, you should come to Mississippi." Man, fuck y'all. Fuck y'all.
Shit.
Bro, that was I didn't know she was gonna ask you that. She just said she talked to you.
Man, look.
All right. So I'm gonna end up blocking my brothers because one of my brothers just asked, what did Kanye West do? And my other brother said he spoke out against the elite.
Why everybody believe Illuminati?
Hold up, time out. Hold on. But see, here's the thing. This is why I'm just gonna let this go. Kanye West was a billionaire this morning. Right. Kanye West is a part of the elite.
Exactly.
There's no way you are a billionaire and you don't control something.
There has also been no effort to silence Kanye at any point in time until now. And we all know Kanye has spoken his mind. So what would he be saying now?
What?
That he hasn't already said?
Here we go, Sean. Hit me with another random disclaimer. No, just
I don't even have the song for this because random disclaimer.
So check me out. As we said before, freedom of speech is a God-given right. You can say fuck the government, and the government can't put you in jail. But when you say stupid shit about people
who aren't the government, they can retaliate.
Yeah.
Once again, it is your right to say it, but that does not mean that everybody's like, oh, freedom of speech, gotta let that go. Nah, fuck that. Listen, on this podcast, we speak our mind all the time. And niggas get immediate feedback, immediate consequences for the stuff they say. We still talk shit to Steve because he want to replace baked chicken. He want to put baked chicken on the table at Thanksgiving. You already got ham and turkey.
I would
It's
also
right.
I would also like to point out, I don't know of any other podcast out there that gets the immediate, like when we say immediate, like we mean immediate. And it's mainly because people know us and they just be throwing these statements at us. And also the people we talk about are people we know. And they listen to the podcast and they go, yo, what the fuck? And then we do
Yeah.
the same thing again next week. However,
Pretty-
with that being said, could I do another history lesson like I did last week? We do another history lesson.
History lesson.
All right, fantastic. So here we go. The lesson today is why you cannot be anti-Semitic. Why
Get
it's
down.
one like you can't do it. Okay, so first off, let's start with the word anti-Semitic. It comes from anti and Semite, right? Jewish people are considered Semites. So because of that, anti-Semitic. Makes sense? Fantastic. There was a guy who existed in the world, and truthfully, I'm not even going to give him that credit. There were a large number of people prior to World War II who lived in Germany who said, our country is failing, and it is the fault of the people in the West. And the people in the West ended up being, and what I mean like West Europe, not west of Germany, but the people in the West. And those people in the West sometimes were Jewish people. There were also Jewish people walking around Germany. And a large amount of people said, hey, we could get political power if we just say that there's one person to blame for everything. So they went through and started blaming these Jewish people who lived in Germany for years for all of the problems that were going on with their country. That in turn led to a variety of psychopathic motherfuckers who just decided one day, we're going to take all of these people who we don't like and we're going to put them in cars and we're going to drive them out and we're going to murder them. That whole thing called the Holocaust, right, came as a direct result of saying these individuals run the world. These individuals are the reason why we are here. Things are bad because of this. So because of that, because we have direct proof that one, A led to B, and since A is true and B is true, A led to B. That's exactly how that goes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Logic 101.
You know what's crazy? I found out later that Adolf Hitler was, that he was being prescribed cocaine for some problem.
Oh,
he had.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and that was
Hitler had
That's
so many
something.
mental health issues. It's wild.
He had to be off something.
He was also on opium. He also did a lot of
He
opium,
had to be
which
popping pills or something.
didn't help. But that directly led to one of the biggest and worst genocides of people we have ever seen.
6 million. 6 million.
Keep in mind that's an estimate because we truly don't know all of it.
I don't even know when it really started.
So when you sit there and say things, just like Nick Cannon did, just like Kanye West has done, just like a lot of other people have done, and say that a certain group of people who have already been targeted by this run the world, you are letting everybody know that you agree with the people who murdered them millions of years ago, decades ago.
Yeah.
Cannot align yourself with murderers. So if you do that, companies are going to go, that guy's associated with Hitler. We don't want somebody representing us who's associated with Hitler. And you know why?
Because there's nobody in this fucking world with a brain who sits there and goes, yeah, Hitler may have had a point. Y'all are nuts.
Crazy.
Y'all are nuts. Stop getting surprised when people get canceled for this. This ain't even canceled. Stop being surprised when people say, I'm pulling my money out of this because this dude's nuts. Stop.
I think a lot of is kind of figured out that Kanye West just gonna say whatever he want to say, and they just make the money off of him until he start going on his rants, and then they just pull out before they start losing.
And also, and I'm saying we in the sense of like, obviously not the community because I'm not part of the community. Didn't we hate Candace Owens like a year ago? Like universally?
I still hate that bitch.
But like universally, like to my understanding, there was a large amount of hate for Candace Owens, like universally.
Now all of a sudden, because Kanye got a point, she got listen.
Now she has a point.
Sean, I'm picking up my mic too. Listen, cool. If you got a mic, you can pick it up. So check me out. You know the hardest thing I gotta do in the morning?
What's that?
Is go through the 3,000 songs that I pay for on Spotify and delete Kanye West, period. Do you know how hard it is? Listen, I had a dream I could buy my way to heaven. When I awoke, I spent that on the necklace. That to me is one of the hardest bars of all time. And I just can't do it no more.
One of my favorite songs of all time is We Major. I know that verse word for word, beat for beat.
I don't even know what song
heart
that
for heart.
But I mean,
can't do it no more,
bro. I can't do it no more, man.
Oh, thank you.
Then listen, I've been scrolling like on my lunch break today. And people like, oh well, not Kanye on all his masters and shit, bro. Kanye could have been on all his masters, bro.
He's doing it now so that when they start taking shit away from him, he's not gonna lose stuff. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if you honestly think that good music is gonna keep him around, you're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. So he's gonna lose eventually.
Check this out. Adidas is the second largest shoe producer in the world behind Nike. I want to say, right?
Adidas, yeah. If not,
they are going to lose $200 million this quarter. This quarter. That's October 1 to December 31. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. October 1 to December 31, they're going to lose $200 million. That's a quarter in the red when they were in the black.
Yep. And 1 quarter.
Do you think they give a fuck about that? Bro, nobody like Kanye, he owned Yeezy now. You know, he owned his masters, he owned Yeezy, he owned the brand. He don't own none of the shoes, none of the designs. He owned the brand. He could have been on the brand.
You know what's funny?
What did y'all talking? Bro, I hate.
Went back and said Sway had the answers, and when he been trying to tell him how to do it, because all he had to do was market it himself.
Everybody clowns that Sway interview where Kanye is like, you don't have the answer, but everybody forgets what Sway actually told him.
Yeah, he's just, why you don't do it yourself?
Own your shit.
Literally.
I mean, also, a brief intermission very quickly. Lionel, I got a message from somebody that I'm going to read to you that they wanted me to tell you. Our good friend Cam in Chicago said that Lionel looks like a burnt piece of cornbread.
The bottom of the top.
Tell Cam I can tell by his glasses that he got a copy of the Magna Carta in his bookshelf.
Hold on, I'm gonna video this one. Say that again, Lionel.
Tell Cam I can tell by his glasses that he has a copy of the Magna Carta on his fucking bookshelf.
Lionel said that he can tell by your glasses that you have a copy of the Magna Carta on your bookshelf.
Tell Cam to hop on here and talk that shit to me.
He also said hop on here and talk that shit. We have the We can send you the code. Get in here. I actually thought he was in the
Hotep
airport
Squidward
just
this
now.
morning, and I
but-
thought that was the best joke I've ever said to anybody. I also called him Eustace from Courage the Coward Dog.
He did.
But like he's like, oh no, none of those hit. No, fuck you, bro. That was my best jokes for the morning, bro. I was in a meeting and everything. I came up with that. But anyway, there's a certain person that I'm friends with that I'm about to unfriend. I know he don't know what he's talking about because I know for a fact this nigga can't read. So where's he getting his information? Went on a rant today talking about how nobody told us that all the nutrients in the apples were enough to keep us healthy. And I come and it's like, literally, they've been telling us our whole lives that apple a day keep doctors away.
Literally got a
tell us all the nutrients and stuff. They didn't have to. They said eat apples, you'll stay healthy. That's good enough.
They also knew that none of y'all were gonna focus on nutrients. What are nutrients?
And
an apple day keeps the doctor away. Shut up.
I wanted to comment. I remember in the 7th grade when Mr. Hodge called on you to read and you started crying because you couldn't read. That's what I wanted to comment. Some of y'all really need to read a fucking book. Like it's absolutely mind-blowing that when you go online and you see somebody talking about something and then their response to your response is a fucking YouTube video, I automatically buy out. Like, bro, you got it. I am not entertaining shit.
We have another intermission message. Cam said, send me the code then. Send him the invite to the meeting.
Fuck this nigga, bro.
God, we are live right now,
I don't know.
and we are on the way. What do you mean, how you do it?
I got him.
He's sending it to you.
I got him.
That's wild.
Bro, but yeah, I'm going to regret this, but...
people realize you can just Google this stuff, right?
Bro, I swear to God,
nobody has to tell you that information. You literally have free source to anything you want to know.
Bro.
Right in your hand.
And all you have to do is look at it and say, does this seem like something I would write? And if the answer is yes, then you don't use it.
Simple.
You know, I'm gonna break off. You know when Lizzo played the flute from 200 years ago that belonged to the president who did not play the fucking flute?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was like, oh, she's not worthy to play a fucking reader recorder from Dollar General. It's like, bitch ass nigga, can you play the flute? Can you play the guitar? Can you play the fucking kazoo? Oh, back in Annie Griffith days, can you take a fucking moonshine jug and make bass or something? Bro, y'all really.
That's why Ari Spears kind of got on my nerves when he was trying to crack jokes on her. Like, she's literally more talented.
And cross-eyed, bro. You double trouble.
You want to know what's funniest to me about people really getting pissed off about the whole Lizzo thing? Is that, like, I can speak for, like, the white people. 90% of the people who they listen to are on drugs. Yeah. So it's funny to me that you have someone like Lizzo, who clearly isn't doing any drugs, being a good representation, not talking about drugs, and you're saying she's not worthy.
Okay.
But y'all would let Kid Rock play that thing without even any question.
Right.
Y'all would let Kid Rock play that thing, no question.
Period. Y'all don't be saying shit when y'all on TikTok dance to her shit. In the minute, off beat and shit.
Off beat.
Can't stand you fucking mayonnaise maestros sometimes.
Mayonnaise maestros.
Bro,
that's a good one.
Bro, it literally and all of us on here, we read. We have some sort of education and we're professionals at what we do. Okay. At some point, you have to care.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You have to go. I was literally There was an ad on because it's election season, right? And I live in the reddest state in the fucking no, I don't. One of the reddest states in the country.
You
Texas.
live in a pretty damn red state.
There's a commercial where the one of the senators running said, this senator said that this gas price was okay back in April of 2020. You mean when we were in a pandemic? And it's like, if you want gas prices to return to 2020, vote for so-and-so. So by that logic, voting for you would be voting for another worldwide pandemic.
Literally.
That's stupid.
We have have breaking news coming in from Chicago. Oh, Cam, he hadn't even connected the audio yet. Come on, bro. Damn. There we go. We have breaking news coming in from Chicago. Welcome back, Cameron Powell.
Yo. Y'all got me out here.
Are you wearing a Grizzlies jacket?
Yeah, yes, I am.
Are you in Washington or are you in Illinois?
I'm in Washington right now.
Okay, because I was like, it is not that cold in the Midwest right now because you geeking if you really in the jacket.
What's
just because it's raining. Yeah, like I'm only really wearing a jacket because it's raining outside.
Where are you going?
Home? Like, I just came from my last class.
Oh. Anyway, so Cam, what would you like to bring to the podcast today?
Oh man. First off, I said this to Lionel personally, but I felt it was too good to say it privately. You look like a extra wide Sharpie chip.
Oh, you bringing up jokes from earlier because I told you built like a fucking ostrich leg, followed by you built like a mosquito snout.
Okay, and you built like extra crispy Peter Griffin. I don't care.
I can tell by your voice that you love tomato soup, motherfucker. What
does that even mean, sir? What does that even mean, sir?
The lead singer from Silk, if he didn't eat.
And you look like if Fat Albert ate all the members of Boyz II Men. So what of it, sir? What of it?
Is that all you got? Fat jokes?
Oh, you know what? I was trying to keep it constrained to a certain subject. I really was trying. Okay.
So what is this? What is this?
So Cam is that dude in the movie from the 90s who like grew up in the hood and was like, I'm gonna go to college. You know, Ohio learning ass nigga.
I mean, he ain't wrong. I can't dispute that.
No, that wasn't a joke. That was a true story. Like,
that's Cam.
That wasn't a joke.
Right, that is extremely valid and accurate.
So anyway, besides this roast session, Cam, how are you? I know you didn't just join this podcast to insult me.
I did not. I do that on my own personal private time. I don't even know y'all are hosting a podcast right now. He just said, I'll send him the Zoom link.
We do this shit every Tuesday, bro. Yeah.
Okay. That don't mean I thought that's what y'all were doing right now.
The OG guest. And you don't remember how this works. To be fair, we've changed a lot since. So
I about to say, like, the time I feel like it's changed. Like, it's usually later in the day.
That's because we talked for 3 hours now.
Where you at?
God.
For a long time.
Bro, we got rid of structure and everything. We just come on here and talk shit.
Like, I saw that. I watched the latest episodes. I'm like, oh.
This is what we do. We just come on here and talk shit. Like
in y'all's natural element.
You look like. You know what? Never mind.
We done with the roasting?
No, one more.
Lional ain't never done.
You look like one of the fucking tour guides that lead into a forbidden place.
Cam, I'm also join in on this in a minute because if you turn your your teeth are the same color as the damn paneling behind you. What the fuck's going on there, bro? Look at that shit.
That's crazy.
Anyway,
you like your bean pies at Arby's, nigga. Like, stop it.
Wait, you talking to me or him?
You, nigga.
Oh, never mind.
Fuck you, man. You know what? Fuck you. Anyway, as I was saying, at some point, y'all niggas, and I'm talking to everybody who listens to this podcast who don't agree with what I'm saying. At some point, y'all niggas really just gotta care. Like, it takes a second to actually look up whether or not the shit that you're about to say is factual or not. 5 minutes can save you a lifetime of embarrassment from big darkness. Let me tell you. Hey, because I fuck with the name Cam. I ain't gonna lie to you. So
big darkness is caught on like immediately. You're like, yeah, that's cool. All right.
So if you know, and say, hey, 2 + 2 is 5. I'm gonna assume that you looked that up and you believe that. And I'm gonna flame you for it.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So
I'm gonna assume you got some type of mental problem because
and this is where I also say this goes along with the compound
thing when I talk about like when I talk about like opinions and shit. Okay. If you're gonna say something, stand on that shit. Cause I stand on that shit.
And Sean stand on a lot of bullshit these days.
I have stood on a lot of bullshit in my lifetime. I don't know about these days, but I don't know about all that.
These days.
Oh no, you've said on bullshit since the day I met you.
Yeah,
you've been
standing on a lot of bullshit, Sean. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, but hey, listen,
thanks, Cam. Appreciate it.
Stand on it though, but
anyway, so but my point is that if you're gonna come to the table, metaphorically, physically, whatever, and you're gonna say some stupid shit, first off, why would you bring it up if you don't have the care to look it up? Why are you just spitting other people's stuff? And number two, what are you trying to gain out of this? You think I'm gonna look at you at the end of this and go, wow, that's one real smart ass person? No. I'm gonna be like, that person knows a lot about what they're talking about at most. But 90% of the time, what I leave going is that, damn, I really do be researching shit too much, because there's got to be a place where people are just doing like the 10 minutes of research that I might do in a day.
Nah, this is what it is, Sean.
Like, damn.
A lot of people don't know a lot of things because they don't read and because they don't research. So when they find something that a majority of people agree with for the first time, they get excited about it. And then when you try to shut it down, they get offended because they feel like they're smarter than you at this point because they learned that one thing that's probably wrong, but they don't care because they got people who will support it.
Here's the problem, and the reason why I run in the problem, and I think this is why, people tell me I can be argumentative sometimes.
No, Sean, no way.
And I think I know why.
No way.
I think it just hit me. You know how like most people are like, oh, like at most, you would go, oh well, like I'm smarter than this person, or you're trying to prove that you're smarter than me and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I admit all of the people who I think are smarter than me. If I don't think you're smarter than me, you're going to have to back some shit up. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Like, you want to know who I trust implicitly on everything that they say when they tell it to me? Jennifer Frederick. And the reason why is because Jennifer Frederick is a mile smarter than I am.
I'm going to tell you like this. Look, Jen, I love you, and I do not mean any harm when I say this about you, okay? It's just the effect, okay? I'm going for the effect of the conversation. We were having an argument at the lunch table, and this bitch pulled out a Harry Potter book to prove her fucking point. Harry fucking Potter.
And we weren't even talking about Harry Potter.
And we were not nothing. We were not even in the same like country in terms of conversation. She said, 1 sec. When she says 1 sec, we fucking done. Conversation. You got it, Jen. You got it.
So she was in Hogwarts and y'all was in Narnia when she pulled that
Bro,
book.
she was in Hogwarts and we was on the fucking Mississippi River. Like,
I'm about to say we hadn't even made it to Narnia yet. We were looking at the closet, going, "Damn, I wonder if there's a snake in there." That's what we were doing. The fuck, like what the fuck?
listen, Jen was at Harvard and we was at fucking DeVry.
ICDC.
We was at ICD, ITT Tech like a motherfucker, bro.
Hey, get up off your ass. Go to college.
Go to college.
No, don't do it
You're
tomorrow.
sitting on TV and you watching your life pass by. Get up, man. Maybe you want to be a doctor or a lawyer. Come bring your ass down to the strip
I'm
mall and
glad
sign
you
up for
brought
your
up that
college class.
Because once we finish this podcast, I'm gonna go research if the guy who did that commercial went to college.
Yeah,
I'm
because
glad-
I feel like he was a fuck nigga anyway. Like,
You feel me?
Truly,
There's always people that telling you to do something who ain't did it themselves.
yeah.
my brother is in our sibling group chat right now asking us, so y'all don't believe the Jews run everything?
Bro, no.
What?
Oh boy.
Respectfully, please keep that shit out of here.
Yeah,
Respectfully.
okay.
Then
So
look,
for the-
then his next
For the record, we at the But Peep This podcast do not
random
believe
disclaimer
that the Jews run everything.
we do
we
not.
we believe that the rich people run anything and run everything, and most of those rich people are white.
Check, and look, this is literally the next message to change the subject, because ain't nobody answer him, because everybody was looking at me to answer, and I just told him you got it. To change the subject, did y'all read the article about fentanyl being in Skittles and M&Ms? Nobody is giving their drugs away, people.
Free.
Do you hear me? Like,
Sure.
I'm not saying you don't need to check your kids' candy this Halloween, but I guarantee nobody is purposely giving all of their drugs to children.
Ain't nobody giving away their rent money to a child's Halloween
Right.
trick-or-treat bag.
Right.
Ain't nobody giving no fucking goodie bag full of drugs. Like, here, happy Halloween, go get high on me. Said nobody ever, bro.
Yeah, go get high on me. Excuse me.
Fucking who y'all think all these trick-or-treating, like who y'all think all these adults are? Towley? Want to get high? No.
And also, do you understand how? I mean, and I know you adults do. How much candy costs? So you're gonna go get this big ass bag of candy that's gonna cost you like $15, and take you $100 worth of drugs and combine them and hand them out. You're handing out like $20 each time. You might as well give them cash.
A bag of Kit Kats costs right now in Walgreens in Indianapolis. A bag of fun-size Kit Kats, like 20 in a bag.
Probably like $4.
Fucking
$8.
99.
That's crazy.
These kids lucky if they get a fucking dum-dum from me on Halloween. I swear. Listen. I don't want to buy candy for these niggas. And you think I'm gonna give them drugs?
Drugs.
Bro, I'm out of M&M's. What do I do? Ooh, fentanyl. Let's get these kids some bro, come on. Y'all geeking. Y'all geeking.
You tripping, bro.
Once again, bro, read a book, please.
Truly.
Like,
This is the thing with that. People who have less than others are going to always think that they control something. And if that was the case, Donald Trump wouldn't be on the investigation right now.
Exactly. Like, I truly, like,
It's like, yeah, they may be able to duck and dodge longer because they can pay some people off, but eventually the right person is going to catch on to them, and they're going to be in the same boat as every other American or individual in the world. Like, crime is crime.
on a lighter note, have y'all ever bought candy for trick-or-treaters and then the day, like on Halloween, y'all look at the basket like, you know what, I'm keeping this shit. Fuck them kids.
You know what? I never give candy out.
I've done that 3 Halloweens in a row. Man, fuck them.
I never give candy out because I never understood the concept of you gonna dress up as something scary, knock on my door, and I'm supposed to give you candy for scaring the hell out of me.
Hey, you sound like Cam. That's that hotel shit.
It's based on an old pagan holiday. That's what, like, it's obviously it's not candy, but no, I understand what you're saying. It's still crazy, but just for the record,
Like, I get it, but it's just like some holidays make no sense to me sometimes.
all holidays make no sense. Find one that makes sense.
Flag Day is the holiday that makes the least amount of sense.
Flag Day is not a holiday.
I think my company is giving us Flag Day off next year.
Okay, cool. Flag Day's still not a holiday. Y'all just get a day off.
At least we got a
Juneteenth is a
Obama.
good holiday.
We're not getting Juneteenth, but we getting Flag Day.
Okay, Juneteenth.
Wait a minute. You can't get Flag Day, but Juneteenth.
Oh,
that's some bullshit.
I
Well,
don't
Lionel,
understand.
if you come back home, you can get Obama Day off. Yes, I don't know if we were the first ones to do it, Sean, but
Bro, that Obama Day paid day off
Day.
used to fucking hit, bro.
Obama Day.
I swear it did.
our town literally made a holiday after Obama got elected.
Bro,
Obama
like
Day.
literally the same year, bro. Like,
I can't.
The first Tuesday was election day. The second Monday, bro, the whole county shut down. It was like Obama Day, bro. They put a parade together in 4 days and every fucking thing, bro.
And I don't think this man ever stepped foot in Marion, Alabama.
I was gonna say, and then they invited the man, and I'm like, yo, I'm 13. I'm like, hey, yo, this. First of all, this nigga ain't technically even the president yet. I don't think he coming, y'all. Oh, and
Man, it was such a big deal, bro. They took us out of class.
The Buttermilk Brigade.
And made us watch.
They got so mad.
The Buttermilk Brigade.
The Buttermilk Brigade.
Oh, yeah. Buttermilk Brigade got so mad.
Heated.
Did you know in 2016 they tried to change Obama Day to Trump Day? This shit was so funny. Everybody just got on there and was like, no, we're not doing that.
Like, for what? Like, the only thing Trump, crazy enough, Trump wasn't even that bad of a president. He just said dumb stuff. Yeah, at least he didn't make stuff. He didn't really make things worse. It just
he didn't make them better.
Emotions worse.
So here we go. Change the subject before we start talking about Trump and shit. Cam, can you hear us?
Hold on, I'm about to pop out real quick and pop back in.
Yeah, I can hear y'all.
All right, so I got a hypothetical for you.
So
I've been asking this question for the past 2 weeks, so I want to hear your answer. Unlimited, $100 million in your bank account, right? Unlimited amount of guilt that comes with it. For $100 million, who you beating? 100 10-year-olds or 10 100-year-olds?
Is $100 million taxed at all?
Tax free.
Tax free. Okay. You said
hold on. Would the taxes really change your answer?
It's just an important question. You need to stop.
Wait, no.
It's $100 million after taxes. Taxes are already out, so you got $100 million after taxes.
Okay. And what is it, like 10
100-year-olds or 110-year-olds?
Who is this a beat down? Is this
you got to beat them up?
110-year-olds.
Why?
Good workout.
So you're not trying to get paid, you're trying to exercise.
I can do both.
Why do you want to do both? You can throw 10 punches and be set for the rest of your life, but you want to work hard for it?
No. Some elders like to be able to throw hands. I'm not doing that. No, you live to 100. You didn't seen some stuff. You done some stuff in your life. Nope.
You're gonna take your chances with 110-year-olds.
Yeah. I can take out 4 with each limb. Give me about 35 minutes. I said what I said.
Y'all ain't trying to make no money. Y'all trying to prove a point.
I promise you, if I'm in a scenario in which I have to punch anybody, I would love to make money off of it. I like even if it's like for a legitimate reason, I want to make money. So believe me.
Why do you want to work so hard for the money?
Because I'm not working. I don't know how many times I told it. I'm not working hard to punch 110-year-olds in the face.
No, you got to beat 110-year-olds up.
Dude, if
That's not hard.
If I punch a 10-year-old, they're going to fall. There's no 10-year-old that is going to
No.
throw a punch from me. And
You know
that's
how
not
easy it is
saying
to
any.
shove
That's not
somebody in
saying
the throat?
anything about my strength. That's in general. If I punch a 10-year-old as hard as I can, they're falling. End of story.
I don't know why y'all want to work so hard.
All right, ask me that question again.
$100 million in your bank account,
Mm-hmm.
unlimited amount of guilt. Who are you beating up? 10 100-year-olds or 110-year-olds?
10 100-year-olds.
Why?
It would literally take like one punch for each. They'll survive. I'll break them off soon. I'll pay for the expenses.
Because why do you want to work so hard for this money?
You know how many? You know how? Have you ever seen a kid get hit before, bro?
Yes.
That's what I'm trying. Do y'all understand? I don't think y'all are underestimating how agile 10-year-olds are.
It's not about the agility. I'm gonna say it again. If I punch a 10-year-old as hard as I can in the face, they're dropping.
And you're gonna do that 100 times. You're gonna throw 100 rights.
I'll throw. We can do 50 and 50.
You're gonna throw 50 rights and 50 lefts.
This is why I said
full strength.
This is why I said 100-year-olds. Not only do you have to, because he ain't really put into perspective everything.
I have 110% put into perspective everything.
If you punch 100 kids, you got 200 to 150 to 200 parents roughly to deal with after that.
I disagree with that. That was not a part of the conversation. Therefore, I'm not considering it. I did not mutually assent to the hypothetical. Therefore, the parents they sign their kids up there. I'm not liable.
Cool. Let me also point of information. This nigga Cam is a lawyer.
Okay. But look, hear me out though. Remember when I said I would punch the 100-year-olds, but I would pay for their expenses? Nobody ever said I had to pay for their hospital expenses, but I added that
it ain't even about that. You're gonna feel guilty about it in the morning anyway. So what you want to feel more guilty about?
Exactly.
I'm rich, but you feel bad for how you got the money. So give me the 10 100-year-olds. I'm gonna throw 10 of these left hands, 10 of these meat hooks, and I'm gonna get paid. And I ain't even got to go full strength.
First of all, I'm gonna be shocked if I can even find 10 100-year-olds.
Exactly.
So if I see them, they're gonna get these hands. Speaking of get these hands, hold on, time out. I'm trying to go to Friday Night SmackDown on November 11th, and Mel told me she wasn't going because that's gay. She said wrestling is gay. That was her. She's like, oh, that's gay. I'm not going. And I'm like, but it's SmackDown. She's like, what does that mean? So
if you take away the wrestling aspect and you just look at it for what it really is, it's a bunch of sweaty men throwing each other around the ring.
Bro, she went to midget wrestling with me. I'm sorry, wait. Micro wrestling with me and had the time of her life.
But see, in her mind, she probably like, I've never seen little people before.
Bro.
She's seen plenty of freaking 20, 30-year-old white.
I'm trying to, I don't want to go by myself. So I'm trying to recruit somebody to come to Indianapolis and go to the fucking SmackDown with me.
I want to go. I just don't know if I have the time.
Yeah, same.
That sucks.
Same. You said November.
110-year-olds. That's y'all. Okay, so Cam, does it change your mind if these 110-year-olds you have to fight them all at the same time? It's not a gauntlet style. It's one on 100. Do you still feel the same about Sean? Do you still feel the same about it? If it's 110-year-olds at the same time and not 1-on-1?
If
if it is, and I will even put this in the microphone for me to say this so you can hear me and hear me well. If I am ever in my life getting rushed by 110-year-olds at the same time, I'm grabbing a baseball bat.
Despicable. for a 10-year-old child, they ain't even at your knees, bro.
For the record, I teach high
Hey,
school.
listen, some of these 10-year-olds like 5'6", 5'7" nowadays, bro.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like one of my
them,
coworkers' kid, this kid's like 5'7", like 140, 150. Like I'm not trying to go head up with 100 of them.
I just would feel bad about losing to 110-year-olds.
Exactly. That's an impossible task.
Because you're not gonna win. You're not gonna win, bro. They gonna be biting, scratching.
Beat the shit out of y'all.
If 110-year-olds rush me at once, I'm grabbing a baseball bat.
From where, Sean?
Maybe
you always
two.
have a baseball bat handy in case 110-year-olds come try to rush you.
I'm pretty sure I can outrun 10-year-olds.
Okay, let's switch the question because I seen this on Facebook and I kind of want to see what y'all answers are. You think 100 people can beat one gorilla?
100 random people? Like 100 everyday people?
Yeah, 100 people off the street. You just go grab them. You
Is
can
the
pick.
gorilla angry?
Yes.
Oh, that's a good question.
The gorilla ain't ate all day.
Okay, so obviously the first like 10 people, they're getting thrown. Like because they're trying to rush it like one-on-one.
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay, so like that's not gonna happen. I would think at some point in time there would just be too many people for the one gorilla. And so all it takes is like one or two good hits, and you at least distract the gorilla enough to then just beat the absolute hell out of it. So I'm gonna say yes, but it's not gonna be like all 100 people are walking away.
Yeah, I was about to say you're gonna have some casualties.
People are dying, and like people are dying in this scenario. I don't know if I could.
Everybody on Facebook been saying no.
And I get it because like my gut tells me nah, because most of them would just get hit once and that would be it. But I feel like if you get like 20 people together, you could do something to a gorilla.
Bro, you're gonna need at least 80 of them to hold his arms and legs. And the other 20 to
But the gorilla can only hit one person at a time.
I don't know. The way they be swinging. And the size of them.
But the gorilla can only
100 folks. I'll try to take down a gorilla.
Are you going in
if
first?
you had 100 people, you would try to take down a gorilla?
I said if I can pick the people.
Well, I mean, for the record, I don't want to. I don't really see a scenario in which I want to take down a gorilla. But like,
you can pick, but y'all just have no weapons. It's just straight your body strength.
I feel like if I run up and drop kick a gorilla in the face, like full force, full speed, just whack,
you're gonna break your ankle.
And I land that kick, I feel like it'll do enough for 100 people to do something.
How big is the gorilla?
Well, 99. Full, as big as gorillas can grow, and it hasn't eaten all day, and it's angry. And y'all in a cage. Y'all ain't in the open area.
Angry.
Oh, that's a huge difference. We're in a cage? Oh, that changes everything. No. In a confined space, everybody on the same plane? No, because when I'm thinking of people, I'm thinking if we jumped a gorilla from behind, if we, hit the gorilla from up top, like, we can hit it from below. Like you could do like the clothesline, like, sweep, like to knock it complete. Like, 100 people in a cage versus a gorilla. I don't even think 100 people would be able to coordinate themselves that well to be able to navigate being in a cage with a gorilla.
So, is it 100 people beating the gorilla by any means necessary? Just no weapons?
Yeah, the only rule is you have no weapons.
Oh, if you think that I'm not kicking a gorilla in the nuts if I gotta fight a gorilla, you're out your fucking mind. That gorilla's getting punted.
In theory, I could feed this gorilla and then deal with a less angry, less hungry gorilla who maybe I just befriended because I brought him morsels.
In a cage? You did all that in a cage?
I got 100 folks with me. Every one of them will be at least
99.
Okay, take the preparation aspect out of it. If we just took 100 people in a vacuum and put them in a cage with an angry gorilla that hasn't eaten all day at full, at full size.
I'm playing dead until he's not paying attention to me. Then I'm gonna go with Sean playing, kick him dead in the balls.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what else to do in that scenario.
Well, immediately and be just like,
what if you and all 99 other people got the same idea?
I'm gonna money in the bank his ass. I'm gonna cash that suitcase in.
Oh, you wildin'. I don't know why you think I'm trying to fight this gorilla. Fair? Fair? Dude, are you kidding me? I'm poking that thing in the eye as soon as possible.
Captain Sano shows no mercy.
That gorilla turns into a person for me. Like a person I'm trying to kill. And I'm walking away.
You think 100 folks that we all just gonna go to the gorilla like, all right, put your motherfucking hands up?
No, fuck that. Dude, I'm biting that thing on the fucking. Well, I'm doing something, but I'm doing everything in my power.
We're talking about 100 random people, and they're getting searched for weapons before they go in the cage.
Yep.
Okay, these have to be stupid people then, because why would you go into a cage
to a search before
they not even get?
I have so many.
You just don't have.
I live in a red state where 8 out of 10 Indianimals, 8 Hoosiers. I'm sorry,
Indianimals.
That's what Indiana and Hoosiers call themselves.
Y'all are the fucking Danimals. That's what y'all are,
bro.
There's literally a song called Indiana.
It's just like people from Chicago. They just like they tell people, "Hey, I'm from Chicago,"
but they don't say Chicago. They say the rap.
Chicago. Like, oh, you from Illinois? No, I'm from Chicago. And there's people like in Maryland, like from Baltimore. They don't say they're from Maryland. They say I'm from Baltimore.
Yeah.
People in Indiana is like, oh, we some Indianimals, bro. Don't put me in that category.
We some Indianimals.
Don't,
bro. That is the lamest thing I've ever heard in my life.
There's a rap song literally called Indianimals. No kidding.
That's where it started.
And they dancing in the video after they say it.
It is the corniest thing I've ever seen in my life. And my brother's like, I'm an Indianimal. You an Indianimal too. No, bro. You grew up here. I don't live here. Anyway, 7 out of 10 Hoosiers carry guns. And I just imagine the whole come and take it, over my dead body crowd would not consent to a search because of my constitutional rights.
Man, you got no constitutional rights when you about to fight a gorilla.
Bro, I'll just
yeah, I don't know, man.
Is it believable?
I'm like throwing my shoe at this thing. Like I am like I'm a piss in its eye. Like this isn't like I'm doing everything in my power to walk away from this. If that's what I'm doing.
So you gonna risk pulling your Johnson out while fighting a gorilla? You better hope you don't grab.
Bro, I don't like just like like dissected the shit out of
John
this.
What happened, Cam?
Let's ask Cam. Cam, do you think 100 people, if put inside of a cage, could beat one gorilla with no weapons?
The region of grabbing so that makes a difference. So we're thinking 100 Nebraskan corn farmers, or Portland.
You can pick whoever you want, but
Oh, we
y'all
can pick the
inside
people
of the
now.
cage.
Oh, I can pick the people.
y'all-
Hell yeah, I'm going in there.
First person I'm picking is the Big Show.
Bro, everybody got to be over 7 feet tall, 400 pounds, bro. That's just how it's gonna be.
The Joker finna be in there.
Everybody,
Give me every Hall of Fame offensive lineman ever.
I got
You better come with 100
If you
MMA
competed
fighters.
in the world's strongest man competition, name and date of birth. Let me get you in this cage. Period.
But mind you, Cam,
See, that's what y'all gonna do. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go find all them hillbillies, all them alligator wrestlers,
man, they gonna
that
be too
exists
drunk.
in Louisiana, and I'm gonna take them and I'm gonna say, look, I'm not telling you how much money I'm getting, but I'm gonna be getting some money if we gonna go fight this gorilla. And I promise you, Daryl with one leg, it's not gonna have a problem with being Daryl with no legs. So
Okay.
they're gonna
But
fight.
what are you gonna do if y'all beat it and you have no money to give them? And Daryl lost his other leg.
Look, cool. I just thought about if you ask 100 Marion niggas, you ask 100 Marion niggas, hey, yo, I gotta go fight this gorilla. I'm gonna get some money, but I ain't gonna tell you how much. Their first question gonna be, who all going?
Yep.
Who all going?
To be honest, it
One
wouldn't
name
even
that they
matter.
don't like.
Let's change the question. If the entire town of Marion had to fight a gorilla, how would y'all fare?
We lose.
Okay, well, there you go.
We would
Everybody
lose.
had their own, try to do their own thing, and then you have clicks trying to click up against other folks, and at the end of the day, you trying to fight the gorilla, but we'll end up fighting each other.
It pretty much go back to what you said. That we would be uncoordinated as hell.
The gorilla gonna sit there and be like, I thought y'all were fighting me. What the
Exactly. Niggas be talking about water bills and stuff. Like,
man, look.
I ever tell y'all the story about when I
Like, I never child support.
What?
Child support.
Gorilla would be the announcer, like, okay, in the ring next, fighting for overdue child support. We have.
Gorilla would just announce.
Lord of mercy. Lana, you doing all right over there?
This is how you know we have. This is how you know this is coming to the closing of this podcast. What are we even talking about?
Yeah, we are talking about fighting gorilla. I don't know, man. Look,
bro, I sat up here and ate a tomato.
What are you talking about?
Shit. Once again, okay.
You'll see when you run the podcast back.
Here we go. I brushed on it last week at the end of the podcast. But since we're running out of stuff, this could be our last thing.
Okay.
Do you remember your grandma ever making a roux for macaroni and cheese? Cool.
Ever making a what?
A roux.
A root?
Roux.
R-O-U-X. R-O-U-X.
And it's called roux?
Yes.
What is that?
God damn it.
All right, so that's But Peep This podcast.
Okay.
Cool. We need to go teach Cool what a fucking roux is.
No, okay. So a roux is essentially some type of oil. It usually starts with some type of oil and flour, right? And you mix, you whisk, right? And then for macaroni and cheese, they add milk and they whisk, and then they add cheese, and essentially you come up with a cheese sauce. And then they take said cheese sauce over noodles that they cook for 9 minutes, which is fucking stupid. And they pour the cheese sauce over, and then they put a fuck ton more cheese on top of the macaroni and cheese, and then you get that gooey ass shit. Like my grandma used to make macaroni and cheese. You used to be able to eat that shit with your hands.
So I had a friend of mine. I had this conversation in front of her, and she had said that, quoted, if you're eating like that Velveeta cheese, then yeah, probably you don't need a roux. But if you were using like regular cheese, you should probably use one. Now, mind you, I disagree. But
I disagree fully. You do not need a roux to make creamy macaroni and cheese.
Are you really the part is the milk?
Bro, you really just exactly. You need like 2 cups of milk and like a half a cup of sour cream.
I don't know. I mean, you know, our grandparents had different ways of doing everything.
Bro, I don't ever remember my grandma making a roux for nothing.
I don't either. You see, I ain't even know what it was.
Well, I mean, I've watched people make roux for gumbo. You can make a roux for red beans.
Roux for the shit that roux are for.
Yeah. I've never seen anybody make a roux for a soup.
Like my mom used to make a roux when she got ready to make like gravy.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, now that, yeah.
So you know how your mom used to take the remain, like pour the grease out of the skillet and then throw some flour and some onions in there and then like whisk it around there. Yeah. That's a roux.
Even though it be watery gravy, but yeah.
Gravy is essentially a roux.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And they put that on macaroni and cheese?
But
they put it in the macaroni and cheese and then make it.
I want to try that.
Why?
It's delicious. If it's done correctly, it's delicious.
Just to see, like, it'll make a difference.
Lionel, why do you keep drinking it?
I'm thirsty.
What is he?
That's cold in my fridge right now.
Jeez.
So I will put my macaroni and cheese up against anybody's macaroni and cheese that makes a fucking roux. Your macaroni and cheese will not taste better than mine.
So I'm trying to understand this. So what is their reasoning for making it for macaroni and cheese?
So your macaroni and cheese can spread all over your motherfucking plate after you put it in the oven for 45 minutes. After you done boil the noodles for fucking 9 minutes. Bro,
don't nobody want that watery, saucy.
If you boil your noodles for 9 minutes, you might as well start over.
Yeah, they're gonna be too soft.
You
gonna be mushy.
Undercook the pasta. Over salt, undercook. Sean, I know you don't know how to cook, but there you go. I just gave you a lesson.
I'm fully aware of the
over salt, undercook.
Yes.
Also, Sean, when are you going to get a haircut? Your fade's growing in, my guy.
Probably sometime next week.
Sean, listen. My barber, y'all went on last week. So Sean was in Indianapolis weekend before last, right? He went with me to get, because my party, I was supposed to get a haircut and a facial.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm getting my haircut. My barber, we chopping it up. And she goes, those your friends over there? I said, yeah, those are my brothers over there. Oh, hey, brothers. Your friend, his haircut, I don't like it. And she's like, you're not getting a facial today. And I was like, oh, okay. So she got through, chopping me up. And she's like, hey, come sit down. And she was like, what do you want? Never mind. Don't worry about it. I got it. and she proceeds to like fade Sean the fuck up. Like she faded this nigga the fuck up.
Cut the fuck up out of my neck though. My God. Hold on.
The shit out of this mouth.
Oh my God. Listen, ma'am, I'm not gonna call you out on here, but ma'am, you are beautiful, you are wonderful, you were wonderful to talk to. But you tore the fuck out of my neck. Like, oh my God. It felt like somebody was taking just nails and just doing this constantly. And I was like, this is one of the most painful things ever. But I looked great, so it's fine.
It's really 6 1/2 dozen because she what she should have did was hit you with the alcohol.
Oh boy.
That's what she didn't do. So you really should thank her.
Yeah, because it would have burned probably the entire
Everybody
time.
on this call, no, except Cam. Well, maybe when he shaved his head, he do a little alcohol. I don't know. But Cam has had hair before.
I see.
Anyway,
Cam, have you had hair before? Have you always been bald?
Yes. No, you saw me when I had hair, you dipshit. Like, it seemed like I'd have never
you
had
can
hair.
tell he's from Chicago because if he was from Philly, he'd have called you a dickhead.
Dickhead. Man, all my students are calling each other dickheads, and I'm like, why y'all saying this?
They think they're from Philly.
Why y'all saying this?
Dickhead is a Philly thing.
We're calling people dickheads.
Dummy is a DMV thing. So
big dummy.
Ew. Anyway,
what the fuck was that?
Oh no.
That was the Baltimore.
No, that was one of them toys you used to get in fucking Dollar Tree.
Battery die in it.
Anyway, so she got the barber, she spared you because the alcohol.
No, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. If she didn't give me that alcohol, I would have been punching. Not her, but we would have been.
So you can either deal with
why do you
deal with the alcohol?
Yeah,
the way
uncomfortable.
Huh?
Either way.
Why you didn't tell her it was hurting?
Because I could tell it was part of the experience. So I couldn't just stop her in the middle and go, ah! Like that would be really bad because that was how much pain I was in.
That ain't part of the experience.
Sean was already half scared to be getting faded up by a black woman.
That's not what it was. That is not what it was. That's not what it was. What it was that I get very I said it. Listen. I, as I stand currently, am a sexy motherfucker. And part of me being a sexy motherfucker is the fact that I got a sexy motherfucking beard and sexy motherfucking hair. So if you fuck up the things that make me a sexy motherfucker, guess what? I'm no longer a sexy motherfucker. We're not doing that. So I trust certain people with my hair.
Hold on. Let's rewind.
Come on,
But you ain't stopping.
Don't play me.
Rewind.
Don't play me.
Rewind.
You don't want to do this.
Let's go back
You don't
and
want
replace sexy motherfucker.
You don't want to do this
with I look like a 12-year-old without a beard.
Okay, I was about to say.
Okay. Because without hair, facial hair, Sean looks like a fucking freshman in high school.
Bro, when I came back across the videos, they all at Spring Hill doing them songs, and when he was like, that kid in the back looks stupid, I really didn't think that was him. He looked completely different.
You see what I'm saying? Bro, look 12. Bro, and I just thought about, bro, why do we had all the time in the world, why did we not recreate the video?
Are you talking about why didn't we recreate the Coco video the same day?
No, I mean while you were here in Indianapolis, why didn't we redo one?
We should have.
Damn.
We should have.
Didn't even think about it.
Didn't even think about it.
But anyway.
It seems like that is the end of our podcast this week.
So Cam, we appreciate you coming on, you chicken nugget eating ass nigga. And we'd love for you to come on next week if you got a chance. Cool. It's always a pleasure to have you on. Sean. Yes. I'm Lionel. That's Sean. That's Cool. That's Cameron. This is the But Peep This. Oh, Steve O. We appreciate you, Steve and them.
Yeah, Steve.
Hopping on and spontaneously leaving at the same time.
He gotta finish that story next time.
Truly.
We gonna get him. We gonna get him to finish it. So to the teachers that I caught having sex at the hotel in Mobile during the Friends of Best Robotics competition.
All I ever get from you was bad vibes. You scheming for my spotlight. That's right.
That was the wrong way.
I hope y'all doing okay, bro.
You need
That
to
robot was
get your
my
head
pride
right.
at that time.
All I ever get from you is
You know
bad
what I'm saying?
vibes, bad
Y'all
vibes.
messed
You
it up.
wanna
Y'all
eat
messed
of
it up
my shine,
trying to get some
that's
booty.
drive.
Anyway, I'm Big Darkness, that's Sean, that's True, that's Candy, But Peep This podcast.
Hey,
Y'all
all I ever get from
next
you
week.
is
Happy Halloween.
And I don't understand how you hating on my moves like you got a better plan. How you hating on my twos like you got a better hand. You obsessed, forget a hater, you make a better fan.